Hey guys, so I've not been on this channel in a very long time. I posted some before and after photos of my weight loss journey. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the positive feedback and just for the motivation and actually those positive and sweet words that you all leave me or have left me actually made me feel comfortable enough to make this video and talk about the video or talk about my weight loss. I'm gonna be 100% real with you guys. I don't think it's good to have false advertising when you're talking about weight loss and things like that. I just started thinking about it and I had a lot of people ask me questions and I'm like, you know what? Let me just get on here and talk to you guys just for a second and tell you what is up and what I did and hopefully answer some questions for you guys. So we'll get into it. Let's go. If you come across this video randomly, my name is Heather. I'm a physician assistant and I work in a family practice. So I do have some medical knowledge and I'm in the medical profession. So if I talk about things like that, you know, I just like to kind of tell people what I do so that way they don't think I'm just making stuff up and talking, you know, just to be talking. I posted some photos on my Facebook and on my Instagram, before and after photos, which was really emotional for me because I cannot tell you how many times that I have taken before photos. Like, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to lose the weight. We're going to, you know, work out. We're going to be healthy, blah, 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 whatever it might be. And I've got all these before photos and there's no after photos. And this is one of the very few times that I actually have like a follow-up to that before photo. So when I finally got the courage to post it, the reason that I posted it was because I had a lot of people at my work, you know, they're coming up, they're like, hey, what are you doing? Are you doing something different? And so I just, you know, I was like, well, people are starting to notice it and I just want to tell people what I've been doing because I'm 5'1" and I was always really active. I cheered, etc., all the way through college. And so I have always been super active. But when I went to PA school, instead of gaining the freshman 15 in high school, that happened in college, that happened in PA school. Stress eating, unhealthy habits, I could go on and on. But nonetheless, I have struggled with my weight since I've been in PA schools. But as I tell all of my patients, I will say this: you cannot overwork out a bad diet, if that's how the saying goes. You all know what I'm talking about. When you try to work out all the time and like work out for hours and hours and hours and then eat like crap, yeah, it doesn't work that way. You just can't do it. It's not sustainable and it's not healthy. So that's kind of what I was doing. I was definitely not practicing what I preached. This past September in 2019, I decided that I was going to go on another journey of weight loss and I was going to do the P90X3 program. And I had it all ready, like I had my whole plan and I had all my measurements taken and I took some before photos and I weighed myself on the scale. And when I saw the number on the scale, it was terrible. And I tell people, don't worry about the number on the scale. It doesn't matter. It's about how you feel. And that is so true to an extent. And you have to kind of relate it to your body composition. And my body composition was not predominantly muscle mass. It was a lot of fat. A lot of fat. We'll just be straight up honest. For someone who is 5'1", that's not a good way to be at. When I saw that number on the scale, I was like, all right, this is it. We're going to do this. But I wasn't fully planned out for everything that I was going to do. I had to make some room in this room because this was going to be my workout room. And 3 or 4 days after I took those before photos, I broke my foot. And talk about a big slap in the face. And so I had to be non-weight bearing. I was pretty much sitting on my butt for a full month before I could even kind of bear weight. The week that I broke my foot, I was really sad because I was like, well, you know what? I can't do any physical activity and I'm going to gain more weight because I'm not even moving around like I was before. I kind of had a wake up moment, like I've got to do something here. And so this is kind of where my profession steps into the equation. I'm not going to call out specific medications, but I will say there is a class of medications. For simplicity's sake, we'll call the GLP1 class of medications that was created to treat type 2 diabetes. One of the side effects that they found was weight loss because it increases satiety, early satiety. So you feel satisfied from a meal earlier than you normally would, and you feel fuller longer. So they found that weight loss was really, really good with these medications. We get samples of these types of medications at work. So after consulting with myself and some colleagues, I decided that I was going to try a sample of one of the medications. Over time, slowly, I started to lose some weight. The medication was an accountability partner. So basically, the way those medications work kept me honest with what I was doing. I will be the first to tell you I am a carbohydrate junkie. Like, I love my carbs. I don't care about sweet, like I don't have a sweet tooth really. I don't care about the desserts. Like, I'll have them here and there and I like them. They're good, but I need my crunchy, I need salty, I need my bread. Chips and bread are like my, I love them. I love them so much. Whenever I was eating those things and I was taking the medication, I felt like poop because one of the number one side effects beside weight loss to these medications is nausea, vomiting, and constipation, which that's great. So I found that whenever I was eating really healthy meals and eating small meals that like I should have been doing the whole time, that I felt fine. But when I decided to splurge and like go all out and just stuff my face, not such a good idea. Not a good idea. And plus, you know, you can't poop. That makes you feel bad too. I mean, that might be TMI, but I don't care. It's the truth. So when you're full and you've ate like crap and then you are full of crap, like, yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good. I used the medicine as an accountability partner. I could have gotten the exact same result that I have now without the medication. So I bring up the medication to be super transparent with you because I don't want to say, oh, I just did it all by myself. Like, it was just me. But the medication only helped keep me accountable. Everything that I have changed as far as my eating habits are things that you can do without that medication. And that is the beauty of it. So what I did lifestyle-wise obviously couldn't work out because my foot was broke and I was crippled. But I cut down on the carbs. So I tried to take away chips and all those snacky foods. I really, really cut back on those. My portion size went down significantly. I didn't want to overeat because I knew I was going to feel bad. So when I got full, I was done. So changed the portion sizes, cut back on my carbohydrates, did not drink as much of my calories. I really try not to drink my calories in general, but I definitely made sure that was one thing I changed. But that was it. I did not have a magic trick. It was literally less calories, smaller portion sizes, and when I was full, I was done. I still ate, still had meals. I mean, it wasn't like I was starving myself. I was just happy feeling good and eating enough, but not eating too much. That is how the medication helped me, because it literally was like somebody saying, hey Heather, that whole basket of chips and the second basket of chips that you have at the Mexican restaurant, you're gonna feel terrible if you eat all of that. I would eat, and then when I started feeling full, I was like, okay, no thank you, I'm done. And so it really has helped me kind of train my body on, don't overeat, don't eat a bunch of crap. And the carbs, I'm telling you, carbs are great. I don't want to tell you to not eat carbs if you're trying to lose weight, because you need carbs. There are good, healthy carbs. There are bad carbs. I can make a whole other video on that and go into so much detail, because carbohydrates, I mean, I love my husband and I love my stepson. I love my family, but carbs, I mean, they're one of my true loves. Like, we have a deep relationship. So I'm not going to lie and tell you can't have any carbs. It's not like a keto diet or something like that. It's just literally be smart about what you eat. That's it. Did I have a medication on board? Yes. Was it phentermine? No. I'm not a fan of phentermine. I don't like writing it for my patients. Very few people I will write it for, and I do not like it. I do not like it. I think it's not a clean medication as far as side effects go. I'm not trying to like bash you if you're taking phentermine, but I'm not a big fan. And a lot of the other oral weight loss medications, they just mask the underlying issue, which is our lifestyle. If you change what you're eating, you are going to see results better than you will ever do going to the gym 7 times a week. Do you want to know how many times I went to the gym between the end of September and now, which is February the 19th? I think I have been to the gym 1 time, and I have worked out probably 3 or 4 times at home. Physical activity was not a part of this weight loss journey. This weight loss story has nothing to do with working out. It was 100% of what I was putting in my body, period. The medicine helped. It was an accountability partner. It does not physically go in and like burn my fat cells and just like make me lose weight and I'm just sitting here eating whatever I want. That's not how it works. You're not going to find something that's going to work like that in reality. I'm not going to put this false idea in your head that like this is the fix all. It's not. You have to change what you're doing. I wanted to be transparent with you guys. I hope that answers some of your questions. I can make some extra videos like specifically talking about other things if you want me to. I will finish this video by answering the number 1 question that I've got. How much weight have I lost? So from the last week of September, I have lost right at 31 pounds. I'm done with the weight loss. I don't want to lose any more weight as far as the number goes. So that's where I come in and say the number on the scale is not everything. I promise you that. Body composition makes such a big difference, and so the BMIs are not always an accurate picture of your overall health, and don't ever let anybody tell you that, because that is not true. I'm done. I'm gonna stop rambling. I know that you've probably seen my dogs here at the door walking through, and they are bored out of their minds, so I'm gonna go entertain them and feed them, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.